Hi friends, welcome back to Dergy be playing Gnosia. Bam! Gnosia. We're Gnosia. I keep almost like going straight in there without looking at all the rules. By the way, like, comment, subscribe before we get into this, friends, if you'd like to. That'd be very helpful. So, we've got 15 crew, 3 Gnosia. So, 12 crew basically, except... Oh, yep, 12 crew, because there is no AC follower and no bugs. So, no other enemies to worry about here. Actually, no, yeah. As a Gnosia, you would definitely have to worry about the bug. And frankly, if there was both a bug and an AC follower, and I've said this before, you're gonna kind of wanna... If you know someone's lying and they ain't Gnosia, just chuck them. Because it's really hard to tell if they're an AC follower or a bug. So, you know. But if there's AC follower only, then don't touch them, because they're gonna help confuse the others for you. Now, granted, they can also inadvertently not help you, but, you know. Anywho, I just like talking about this stuff. I know I've probably said all this before. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure I have. But it's fun. And goddamn, I love doing this stuff. It really makes me feel better and feel like I'm contributing to the world, because it's hard to feel like that. I haven't been able to hold down a job, and this feels like something that I'm doing for other people that I just can do. No matter how the fuck I feel, no matter anything like that, I can sit down and I can record now. Now, I usually have to work myself up to it, but I still can usually just bang this out. I bang something like this out every single day. I make videos. It just happens. It's something I can consistently do, and consistently makes me happy, and consistently, you know, recording this stuff just works. It just makes me happy. Sometimes I'll not be satisfied with my content later, but, you know, it's all, you know, not here nor there. It's just a thing, you know. But regardless, friends, I'm Hoip. I hope y'all are Hoip. Let's get into this. Let's be a Gnasti Gnosia. Jonas and Remnant are our fellow in Gnosia. Alright, let's get started. We've got to find our enemy. Also, friends, you know, pro tip, just embrace who you are as a person. I think that's part of why this stuff is therapeutic for me in an extremely literal way. Because I just kind of let myself be myself entirely while I'm doing these, but in a hopefully entertaining way. You know. And being able to listen back to what I put down on here, what I said while I was playing, what I said while I was recording, and feel like, yeah, that's entertaining, or that's funny, or I just like hearing that, because I like hearing similar stuff from other people, and fuck yeah, it's awesome. Alright, friends. We're Gnosia. Yeah, why am I looking at this screen? There's not really anything to tell there right now. Alright. And also, try not to apologize for yourself very much, friends. I almost wanted to apologize for how I feel like I'm kind of stalling right now. But I'm being open and kind of letting you know, hey, like, I don't really want to do that. I feel like that's not a good thing to do to yourself. It makes you feel like, oh yes, I must apologize for just being who I am. I didn't hurt anyone, but just in case I did, or offend anyone, then I'm going to especially caring if you offend someone with something that you know is not meant to be offensive. We need to work on that, friends. God damn, I need to work on that. I think I said it. I think the way that I said it just kind of exemplifies why that's not good. You're literally making yourself feel guilty for things that shouldn't. That just, like, logically it shouldn't. But yeah, having a lot of shame about who you are as a person, and I feel like I have a lot of reasons to do so, is difficult. But what I've started to realize is, regardless of how you feel like, you know, that you are, and how much evidence you feel like there is that you're a bad person or whatever, like, at the end of the day, and I've started to do this, so anyone can, no matter what you've done, and no matter how much evidence you feel like there is, that you're just irredeemable, or a bad person, or that you can't really do anything. That's like the main thing that I've been struggling with, is I feel useless even though I know I'm contributing. I know I'm doing stuff. I'm contributing around the house with my parents. I am, by making these videos and streaming, I am definitely entertaining some people, and some people like to watch for some reason. That's fucking awesome. I don't care what reason it is. I love that they do want to do that. But regardless, frienderinos. By the way, I like Setsu's coat. I think I said that before. It's really nice. I love the cool... First of all, I love blue. I love the two belts for some reason, and the big old belt buckles on them. And I really like the really cool multicolored pattern, the yellow splotches and the pink and the purple, and it's very cosmic, it's very cool, and it really fits this game, because it's futuristic looking and it's very cosmic looking on the inside. But regardless, alright, enough rambling for the moment. Let's see, we're not going to touch Say You're Human. I think I moused over that just because of how much I've been using that recently. By the way, random tangent, I know I said that let's stop rambling for the moment, but when I feel like I need to say something, this is the place I say it. So, you know, I'm feeling kind of insecure about this episode. I feel kind of insecure almost, not all, almost though, every time that I sit down and play and make this stuff, and I think it's just because of all that residual stuff. Of all these things that I feel like it must mean that I am not, you know, capable, or that what I'm making isn't really going to make any waves. But does it really need to make waves? It's clearly not something everyone that's looked at it hates. I can say that for certain. Like, there's no fucking way. So, anywho, it's irrational, and I recognize that, and because I recognize that, and that this is a huge part of it, consistently recognize that, and make yourself aware of that. That's how you get rid of those patterns of self-shame and that sort of a thing. Because, you know, my experience of school and jobs, and honestly my parents, even though thankfully, I don't think my parents are narcissistic, they're just parents that are very old-fashioned, and they're literal boomers, in, like, the stereotypical fashion. I'm not even joking, but they're good people. And the way they raised me kind of made me feel like I was inadequate for the world. But then I started to realize they have a very old-fashioned view, and I grew up in a time, in an era, where their principles don't really apply, especially as much as my dad feel like they should. So that's helped a lot. And so has realizing, hey, there's no fucking way people don't like me or like what I do. Because it's not like I never have people say nice things to me. It's not like I never have people around me, and I have great friends that I'm so fucking grateful that I have. You know what I mean? All I know is I'm doing better friends, and a lot of it is thanks to doing this. And, yee. Anywho, let's see here. And yeah, just embracing... Okay, these are personal. I ramble a lot about myself in these. If you don't like it, you can go. I just like doing that while I'm here playing this game. So, yeah, end of story. If you all listen to all of that, you're awesome, by the by. Regardless! Okay. These rambles are just going to happen. And again, I embrace everything about myself now. And that is why I'm feeling so much better, so much more consistently. It's just obvious. Like, I took a long time to psych myself up to record this. But I'm here doing it. And I wasn't all lamenting myself whenever I was doing that earlier, when I was still, like, you know, sitting there and honestly distracting myself and just kind of lazing around in my chair and doing all sorts of things that weren't this, while I was like, I want to do this, but I didn't hate myself about it. And then I just eventually did it. And that's fucking progress, man. Changing your feelings. As hard as it is, it's easier than changing the way that you are. So if you can't change the rest of the way your mind works, changing your feelings about it is fucking helpful. You have more energy, you have more positivity, you have more things to give, and you have a less of a tendency to do anything negative towards yourself, towards others. It's just a win-win thing. It's not easy to get to, but nothing really worthwhile is, and I've heard that a lot. I'm sure all of you have too. It's really fucking true, and I understand it and know that more every day. Either way, I'm also, random tangent, I'm so grateful for so many things in my life. Especially the ability to sit here and work on this stuff, and the fact that this technology exists. Because the digital world and games and computers and the internet, they bring me so much joy, and I don't know what I'd be doing if I didn't have it, and I'm sure that a lot of fucking people feel the damn same. But I also feel like I would be okay without it. I really do, and I really think that deciding that you would be and not that you have to rely on it. If you're relying on it, it's because it's reliable. Like, think about that, right? So, relying on something by itself isn't bad, but deciding that you have to is a red flag that you need to work on. And I have, and it feels really good, man. And I was without my phone for the last week because I broke it, and I have not had a lot of anguish over that. I would have before, but progress, man, feels good. Alright, ramble possibly over unless I think about something else to say. Brain. Again, I often make promises, and then I go back on them like, oh, we're gonna go now, we're not gonna ramble, but I said that like twice, I think, in this episode, or things that essentially meant that. And, well, you know, that's another one of the things I'm trying to work on, is the deciding to do one thing before I even, saying I'm gonna do one thing before I even know if I'm capable of it in that moment, or that I should, really, as much as, you know, I feel like I shouldn't ramble so much still sometimes, but it's irrefutable that it really helps me to do so. So what the fuck's the point of sitting there and feeling like I need to not ramble? I need to just stop saying that I'm not gonna ramble, because I'm probably gonna ramble. I may not, and I'll embrace that and provide some good non-rambly content for y'all when I don't. But when I have to, when rambling is beneficial for me, like, well, I mean, it's beneficial, and I have to essentially do this for myself right now more than anything. And I think you really should always have that attitude towards a job, and if you don't, you tend to be miserable, I've noticed, from just people and trying to do a regular-ass job myself. But regardless, friends, I think I'm actually done now. We'll see. Again, we'll see. I just said I shouldn't say that, and I said it again, which is funny. Like, I could just laugh at that now. I don't feel bad about that. It just feels hilarious. It's like, really? See, you can always do better, friends. I believe in y'all, and I believe in myself. Alright, so, every day, more and more I do. Feels fucking good, man. Okay. Now, I don't know what the future has in store, but all I know is I've got the things that I'm excited about, and I've got my tendencies towards being good for people as best as I can. And I've got good people, and if I lose all of them, then I can probably find other good people. Like, I don't really feel like a lot of that's going away, so that feels really fucking good. Ahoo! It's just a rambling boy today. Oh well. Alright. In fact, honestly, I'm literally going to... No, I'm going to edit this. Anyway. Alright. I am how I am. I'm definitely becoming better at commentating, though. And saying my thoughts. So, it's all good, isn't it? Yeah, I bet so. Alright, so. I don't bet so. I know that is, because, again, feeling that way about myself is all that really needs to happen. Okay. So, do I actually start to do role things? I kind of wanna. But I can't yet. I have to ask them to be like, hey, guard duty! Speaking of Setsu, the first attack occurred at the last port outside the ship. According to the log, this is a fact. Having remained on the ship, I'm not Gnosia. This is also a fact. I stayed on the ship too, so I can alibi for Setsu. Wait, is that how you use the word alibi? I love you, comment. Okay. Again, I know I've said all those lines, multiple times at this point, but there are times where I just like reading them aloud, and those times become more frequent the more that I do this, because I really like practicing reading things aloud, and obviously getting better at that, and being a good orator of some kind is something I aspire to be. So, being able to read things aloud well, and even voice act a little bit well, feels fucking good. You know, just kind of like half voice act my lines, or perhaps fully in some cases. Like, I definitely want to do some RPGs that don't have voice acting and just voice act my character. I'm probably going to do female characters and just kind of go with like a lighter, almost maybe breathier voice, and just work with that. You know? Don't let your dreams be memes, people. I certainly ain't. I mean, granted, I've made some things that are memes, so I guess you could say some of my dreams are memes, but not all of them. And some of my dreams might become memes, actually. But, like, you know, Just, I believe in your friends and myself. Okay. Do I start making small talk? I don't see a reason. Small talk is really good for people that don't want to be, found out by Gnosia. So, and a lot of people don't tend to use small talk, so I really do feel like it's just kind of a waste of an action if you're a Gnosia. But it might be a good cover, but I don't really think there's a reason. So what should I do? Not gonna say you're human, that's just potentially ousting everyone that I'm connected to. So, no. And I tend to back up my Gnosia friends. There are some people that don't tend to do that in the game. I certainly do. And I feel like sometimes it's kind of a roll of the dice what they do. But it's definitely affected by character personality, which, again, the way they designed the character personalities and how they interact with the gameplay are so genius to me. I've touched on that before, but I really love that system and the idea that it exists. And, man, it's amazing what people have made. I'm continually amazed by things humans do all the time. We're awesome, damn it. And damn it, I trust you, so how about you trust me too? Every little bit helps, eh? Any move with you, Chippy? I don't think so. Are we confused as to whom should be doubted? That person will specifically. Yeah, not always. Is a little suspicious. But again, he ain't one of us, so hey ha ha ha. Chippy, look at me. Let me get a real little good look at that face. Yeah, you're sketchy as hell. Okay, yeah. We're gonna toss Chippy out, and it ain't us. Oof. He's always like, yeah, I can see how I'd look suspicious. Why does... Is it because the cat thing? I do kind of feel bad for him, though, that he thinks that so much. Chippy, you notice yet? Okay, yeah, we're just... Yeah, we're gonna double down on that. And we're just going to kind of... Stella, eh? Well, since, again, not Gnosia... Sorry, Xiaoming. Not Xiaoming. What am I, it was Chippy. I don't know why, but I thought we were doubting Xiaoming for a moment. When he was one of the main people that were doubting Chippy, which is funny. And maybe I'll try to get Stelly. Stelly? I've noticed that a lot of times, if you start ousting a person... doubt the heck out of someone, that person will, no matter who else doubted the heck out of them, and no matter, now, of course, obviously, like I said already, this is not always, but I've noticed that a lot of times, no matter how much any of the other NPCs have doubted the heck out of someone, a lot of times, if the player has done that, even to a lesser degree than some of those NPCs, then the player will be the one voted against by the person that all those people are voting against. I've realized that, and that happened again here. I think it might be like a challenge and a difficulty thing for the player, like, okay, you're going to be aggressive about that, well, here's a vote against you. I don't know. I just found it interesting, and it makes sense again as a gameplay thing. Alright, well, I've just been used to doing charisma. You know what, I'm just going to start jacking up performance now. I guess, honestly, I'll get everything to 17 because I ended up that way. And then I'll get all three of those to 20, and then I'll figure out what else to do. Because middling out stats in this game, if not any other game, I mean, maybe there are some other games, but I'm not sure of any right now that are good, that's a good thing to do in, but it's definitely a thing in this game. You have more chances to do more things in more situations. You have more skills for emergencies and in every situation in order to help you out with all sorts of things you might be doing. So, what's this Gina event? I just realized there's another one. We just did the Gina's mom thing. What's going on between the Remnant and her? Interesting. This is definitely another event. Wait, hold on. Did he just tell her? The atmosphere in the EVA room is tense and awkward. What's wrong, you two? You gather the courage to ask the pair what happened. No, it's... nothing. Oof, man. To disappear. I guess that's what I'm afraid of. You're afraid? Yes. Once again, they fall silent. Yes. It, might not actually be all that frightening, being eliminated by the Gnosia. Why not? What if those eliminated by the Gnosia are cyberized and then sent off to the realm of recalculation? Cyberized and sent to heaven? Yes, but I mean, it's just kind of a thought I had. Heaven. Oh, actually, Yuriko, she probably knows the most about cyberization. Yuriko. Yeah, yes, Yuriko is quite well-versed, apparently. I see. Yeah. I do wonder, did time pass slowly in silence? Gina seems to be thinking deeply about something. Was Remnant trying to cheer her up? I guess so, even though he's Gnosia. Well, regardless, I'm not gonna get her. I have a feeling maybe you need to hold on to Remnant and Gina. Either way, yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of her for his sake, honestly, and also for her sake. There's definitely like a Gina event string happening here, which is very interesting. Event string interesting. It's a pretty good unintentional rhyme there. I always love when I accidentally do that. It's always fun to discover those. Alright. Be a positive Dargan friends. Like me. I believe in y'all. Okay. I'm just being goofy in all sorts of ways today because I wanna. You know? Okay. Who the fuck? I think I'm gonna keep Yuriko too. I have a feeling some of these things are going to be like all the characters that are mentioned in those kinds of events probably need to stay for them to maybe be just in case they can be pushed forward in that particular loop, but oftentimes these are several loop things that require several to unfold, and I think the Gina one might have been that, but it might have been very specific conditions that I only fulfilled that one time, but regardless. Raikio, just because, you know, they could very well oust us and etc. Very easily do so. Oh boy. Xiaoming, Remnant, and Yuriko. Remnant, please. But I can leverage this. And because I want Yuriko to be around just in case of events, the obvious choice is to doubt Xiaoming here. Yeah, fucked up, dude. Because, yeah, you're not one of us. It's Jonas and Remnant. Oftentimes I've noticed one of the Gnosia will not agree with the other Gnosia. And I think that is like a by design thing. And that's probably a good thing to do as the player sometimes, too. Just to not have the Gnosia act so congruently that they're all suspicious together, which it makes a lot of sense, because that way they're all just going to get eliminated. So that's probably why they do that, and why it's a good thing to do as a player sometimes. But being too consistent about anything in this game, interestingly enough, unlike a lot of other games, is not smart. It's really interesting because of how random this game is, and how much it forces you to think differently about different situations. I love it for that. And other things. All sorts of reasons. Like these freaking characters, man, I love them. Like, look at SQ being a bean, and look at them boobies. What? I didn't say anything. Okay. I didn't say she isn't it. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna kinda... Aha! We got him. It's going pretty swimmingly right now. Oh yeah. Both guard duties. Both of them. He's gone. This is working out pretty good for us right now. I love this game. Oh boy, is that gonna work? I don't think it will. Yep, okay, good, we're good. It might have something to do with how many people voted for him, I don't know, or how many people doubt him, I'm not sure. Is that just a random coin flippy thing? What are the factors in the code about that, about if it works or not? Is it really just dependent on, like, the skill level, and, like, the same kind of check that's made for, like, if you discover someone lying or not, based on your intuition, and some random factor? Probably just, like, literal randomness. Ah, so you wish to lean upon the wisdom of Jonas, to decide whom shall be disappeared on this night. Well then, how's about Setsu? Seems like a nice crunchy little Gnosia snack, eh? Crunchy? Yeah, like, Jonas just says things that are spooky, just, you know, that's just how he is. And I have a feeling, man, that we're gonna understand why, and it's gonna be horrifying, just like he is. Just like Kukushka is. And it's horrifying that Kikuruska's connected to him as well in the way that we'll find later. I cannot wait for the warp. The pleasure in seeing Setsu gone. The heart trembles in anticipation. Jesus. Yeah, Jonas is one of those Gnosia that really revel in it, which is spooky. He's literally just... I really think he just has, like, sexual, like, things about cold sleep and about, like, even death. I have a feeling, man, that, interesting. Yeah, he really embraces the Gnosia thing. Whoa. Man, what the hell happened to Jonas? I knew he was a video game addict for a long time, and he was on a cruiser, and he did things that he's tight-lipped about, and I have a feeling that whatever he did on that ship broke him, maybe? Not sure. Several people can do say you're human, but a lot of times there's a very low chance of other people doing it, I've noticed. Because it's not very often that other people in the group say you're human. I think usually, like, if one person does it, other people won't. But maybe it's just kind of a rarer thing, and that's not true. Because obviously you can do it even after someone else has done it. Like, I did think it was a per-person thing, but I do wonder now, kinda. Like, what exactly the chance of that is, and what it's tied to. God, I love games so much. Definitely want to help develop some one day. I'm just gonna kind of... Oh boy. I think Comet's onto him. Now Remen's agreeing with us, interesting. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Otome, I think? Oh yeah, I think... yep, Borgi. Yes. But, let's see, who else voted for me? Yuriko. Hi, Stella. Oh, Dergy. What a coincidence. I was just wondering if you might be around. This is the kind of thing I'll probably use for a lot of female voices, like this. You know, this kind of very kind, smiley voice, I want to call it. Very soft. For, like, characters like this, obviously some women are going to not feel like they sound like that to me. You know, what I'm just gonna do is go to a voice that I can that feels like sounds like the person that I'm voicing to the best of my ability. Which for female characters is probably gonna be not as, like, much as you would think they would sound, but I'll do my best, you know. And I really enjoy doing that. Dergy, are you not too tired? I was worried about you during the discussions. If you don't mind, could we possibly collaborate during the discussions? I want to help support you. I feel bad, because again, she be human and I not be human, but having collaborators is very nice. Yep, Comet, go bye-bye. There we go, yep. Do I defend every time? Okay, Stella as well. Obfuscate is very nice for stuff like this. Wow! Yeah, poor Stella, because we're just gonna get her in the end too, but god, she's helpful right now. I love her. A lot. Gina, yeah. So, oh yeah, we got him. We got her. I think, you know what, I'm not gonna jinx it. I was about to say something jinxy, but I'll just keep working on it. Ah, so you wish to lean upon the wisdom of Jonas. Oh, yeah, hold on, yeah, I just read that, so if I've read it in the same loop, I will tend to not reread stuff, you know. It makes sense, right? Well then, how's about Shikamichi? Seems like a nice coincidental Gnosia snack, eh? I cannot wait for the warp. The pleasure in seeing Shikamichi gone. The heart trembles in anticipation. But then there's lines that I love for whatever reason, then I just do it. Like that. It's so funny. Oftentimes I will say something like that, and then I will immediately contradict that statement unintentionally. It's such a thing that I do. It's hilarious. Okay. Wait, who? Who again? I will go with the person, because Shruggy Durgan. Shigemichi. Alright, cool. Oh god, Shigemichi, that's like so sad, you guys. Oh, Shigemichi, you're the one. You are now with eternity. It's not creepy at all! For some reason, I get freaking Los Illuminados from Resident Evil 4 vibes from that. Or just like any kind of cult like that. But what does he mean by you're the one? I really do remember what that even means. Or does it really mean anything? Or is he just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he doesn't even make sense to himself? Who the fuck knows? It probably makes sense in a way that only he gets, but it might actually have something to do with just like AC follower isms and no like belief stuff for whatever reason. Alright, but yeah, just kind of letting things happen for a bit. Bam. Well, I say bam. Honestly, survival is the most important, Mithankle. Mithankle, thunkle, tinkle. And also, I already got rid of Gina without thinking, so something might be ruined anyway, and I just like to win at this point. Yeah, I think we're in the clear, because Stella is very convinced that we are the fucking truth when we're not. Because she can't be an AC follower. I feel bad for her. But God, is she being helpful right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna be really suspicious. Ooh, yes, but not enough. Krushka, SQ, and here we go. Damned humans indeed, I agree. Hey, we did it. So, I guess we won after all. It's somehow strange, it feels unreal. Now, to take care of the frozen frosty humans, I've got something in oh god, yeah. I really think he has some sort of cold sleep fucking fetish. I think he literally likes to have sex with them when they're... I think... God, I don't want to think about that. Okay, or, like, either... Is it really just some kind of perverted fascination, but not sexual? I don't know, man, but... God, that's suspicious is all I know. But we did it! And, I will end this one here for now, friends. Yeah, single loop per episode, little bit of ramble. Seems generally like a really good idea here. Though, we'll see if the format does change, but... Keeping it like this just seems to work, honestly, so... But anywho, friends, I hope y'all have lovely days. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to. That'd be very helpful, and I will see y'all in my next episode. Have goodness, friends. Hell yeah.